Guys, the deception, the severe allergen to the truth. It is getting stronger and stronger with Angel Reese. Woke corporations, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they are begging you to embrace Angel Reese and her dozens of aliases. I'm so special. I'm so great. One name cannot contain my greatness. My name is Angel, Bayou Barbie, Chi-Town Barbie, Double Double Barbie, Me Bound.
Angel Reese showed up ready to ball, but somehow, she's trending for everything except basketball. Why? Because Mama Reese just lit up Twitter like it stole her spotlight. She's tossing shade sharper than a WrestleMania heel promo. Subliminals? Check. Indirect shots? Double check. Now the internet's buzzing. Asterisk, what did Angel say? Who's she aiming at? Asterisk, and honestly, this whole thing feels less like hoops and more like a mashup of the Real Housewives and WNBA Twitter. Forget just the game, this is full-on primetime drama in sneakers. Eyes fire.
What's up, y'all? I just want to talk about this chick, Angel Reese, for a second. She has been all over my timeline, over my Twitter, or X, Instagram, TikTok. She's always pushing people and this and that. She's always in controversy. So let me address this situation real quick. How is she a professional athlete? Like, can we step back for a second and just analyze this situation? How in the world is this chick a professional athlete? She is, out of all the clips that I've seen, she is the worst basketball player I've...
Oh, so we're just out here launching mini-me empires now? Angel Reese naming her baby Angel Reese isn't a legacy move. It's straight up a plot twist worthy of a Netflix docuseries. Picture it, a proud mom cradling her newborn, whispering, asterisk, let's double down on me. Asterisk, that's not generational pride. That's next-level brand strategy wrapped in a baby blanket. It's giving main character energy with a dash of asterisk. If I trend, she trends too. Asterisk, at this rate, it's less about family trees and more about maternity ward marketing. Bold? Brilliant? Maybe both, but definitely unforgettable. Crown baby bottle fire.
The harder they push Angel Reese, the more she seems to be rejected. And now we have Angel Reese Sr. coming to her defense. Now we have Mama Reese trying to rally the fan base. Or as Angel Reese would call them, aunts and cousins.
And let's be real, the irony here is almost poetic. The WNBA finally catches fire. Sold out arenas, headlines everywhere, real momentum, and what happens next? They toss a match on their own success like it's part of a team bonding drill. All because one player from Iowa dared to be too good at basketball. That's the whole controversy. Caitlin Clark showed up, splashed threes, shattered records, and suddenly it's like she crashed the league's sacred picnic. The drama was never about the game itself. It's about egos, insecurity, and the uncomfortable truth of what happens when greatness makes people squirm. Basketball fire.
You're saying, oh my gosh, is this for real? Is this really for real? But I'm going to show you this video because if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to absolutely fall out of your chair laughing. I know what I'm going to call this. I'm going to call this the curse of Dave Portnoy. Barstool Sports El Presidente. He went on a rant about that Ryan Clark stuff, and he said all he had to say about Angel Reese and Ryan Clark and that whole mess. And I will say this, his rant cursed Angel Reese because she proceeded to have the absolute worst game of her life.
Now it's full-blown theater, popcorn-worthy chaos. Somehow, Caitlin Clark merely existing has become a national emergency for everyone born outside Cornfield Range. Since when did being from Iowa qualify as a crime? What's the charge? First-degree humility with a deadly shooting range? All Iowa did was grow corn and raise a baller who drops logo threes like she's syncing a smartwatch. No drama, no scandals, no burner accounts, just pure buckets. Yet instead of celebrating her, half the league's acting like she crashed the family reunion and disrespected grandma's casserole. The overreaction? Olympic level. The insecurity? Deafening. The message? Chill, greatness isn't a threat, it's the standard. Basketball collision ear of corn.
Obviously, Angel Reese, who actually played okay and looked like she improved her game, made a mockery of her existence. She got fouled, totally common foul by Caitlin Clark, going for a layup, falls down and then attacks her basically and makes it just a joke out of her existence and why everybody hates Angel Reese. And shame on the WNBA. Upgrading this to a flagrant foul, that's a flagrant foul. It was the most common routine foul.
And speaking of dishonor, let's turn to the Olympic roster and how Caitlin Clark was shockingly left off as if she were some third-string mascot rather than the most talked-about player in women's basketball. It's baffling to pretend the decision was about fit or experience when every time Clark steps onto the court, she commands attention. Yet, instead of celebrating her talent, some seem to feel personally threatened by her rise. The love for Clark has sparked an even larger wave of hostility, targeting her, Iowa, and anyone who dares to support her loudly, leading the charge. Enter Mama Reese, Twitter fingers blazing, caps lock probably stuck, defending her daughter as if she's guarding the last slice of cake at a family gathering. Her passion is clear, her protectiveness admirable, but it's also completely unnecessary. At some point, you have to ask, why does your baby keep jumping into drama like it's a trampoline? Angel isn't the victim here. She's no longer even pretending to be subtle about her stance. This is professional sports. People talk, people react. If you play the villain long enough, don't be surprised when the crowd boos. It's not bullying, it's branding, and she's writing the manual herself. You can't dance around the court taunting opponents, stir up social media feuds like a reality TV star, and then clutch your pearls when someone finally pushes back. That's the game they signed up for.
Basketball, I'm 5'5", so there's a whole realm of basketball I can't experience. I don't have any above the rim experience. On the other hand, I'm not Angel Reese. I'm 99% on my layups because I can't afford to miss a layup. My layup is my dunk. I don't care if the defender is 7'9". The taller and bigger he is, the more he cannot keep up with these first three.
The victim mentality isn't a genuine defense. It's a calculated strategy, one that Mama Reese seems to have embraced as a full-time gig. Watching adults weaponize social media as if every tweet is a sword in some grand battle for justice is exhausting. At some point, it's less about protecting your daughter and more about ensuring she never learns how to handle a punch without crying foul. Want to play the villain? Just don't be surprised when the crowd turns against you. And let's not forget the liar label that keeps getting thrown around. Angel shifts narratives faster than a DJ at a party. One week it's about women's empowerment, the next it's about everyone out together. Then she's misunderstood, then bold, then the blueprint. It's like following a soap opera where the plot constantly changes mid-episode, as if the writers are high on Gatorade and delusion. The constant spinning makes it impossible to keep up, and the audience is growing tired of the spectacle. You can't claim to be all about team unity and growth while simultaneously planting drama seeds every time the spotlight dims. It's always something. Some coded tweet, some vague shade, some dig wrapped in passive-aggressive glitter. And the second someone pushes back, it's the end of the world. Suddenly, it's why me and y'all don't support women. No, people just don't support nonsense. There's a difference.
First basketball player I've ever seen, and that's not an exaggeration. I wish I was lying because I feel bad for her, for how bad she is, but she is so bad at basketball. Yet she wants to be compared to Caitlin Clark and all these great WNBA players. She's not even close. There's middle schoolers that can beat her. It is so, like, what do y'all agree with me? Because I hope I'm not the only one. She is just not a good basketball player, and she needs to keep her mouth